Now, one of the founders of the Taliban says that the group will once again carry out harsh punishments and executions in Afghanistan. Mullah Nuruddin Turabi was Taliban's chief enforcer of harsh interpretations of Islamic law the last time the group was in power. He now claims that punishments like executions and amputation of hands will return, though they might not be carried out in public. In an interview with the Associated Press, Turabi dismissed outrage over the executions carried out by the Taliban in the past. The group used to deliver extreme forms of punishment in front of huge crowds. Turabi has also warned the world against interfering with Afghanistan's new rulers. He said, and I quote, "Everyone criticized us for the punishments in the stadiums, but you have never said anything about their laws and their punishments. No one will tell us what our laws should be. We will follow Islam and we will make our laws based on the Quran." The Taliban took over Kabul on August 15. The group promised a new, improvised and improved moderate administration. As Afghans and the international community came to terms with the Taliban rule, they waited to see exactly how the group was going to fulfill its promise. However, Turabi's latest comments indicate that the new regime might build on the harsh rule that Afghanistan was subjected to in the late 1990s. The Taliban leaders might uphold deeply conservative hardline worldview. During the Taliban's rule from 1996 to 2001, Turabi was Justice Minister and head of the so-called Ministry of Propagation of Virtue and Prevention of Vice. In simple words, he was heading the religion police. Hundreds of Afghan men were made to gather in Kabul's sports stadium and Eidgah Mosque to carry out punishments. Convicted murderers' families were made to carry out the execution. For convicted thieves, the punishment was amputation of a hand. For those convicted of highway robbery, the punishment was amputation of a hand and a foot. The world denounced this practice. Judiciary was dominated by Islamic clerics who had little to no knowledge of religious injunction. Turabi has said that this time judges would include women and punishments would be revised. However, the foundation of laws in Afghanistan will be based on the Quran. In recent days, Taliban fighters have revived a punishment which was commonly used in the past. It is public shaming of men accused of small-time theft. Under the so-called new and improved Taliban regime, Turabi will be in charge of prisons. He is among those Taliban leaders who are on the UN's sanctions list. During the previous Taliban rule, Turabi was the group's most ferocious and uncompromising fighters. He was notorious for ripping music tapes from cars. He demanded men to wear turbans in all government offices. Those with trimmed beards were beaten up. Sports was banned. He says that this time around, Taliban would allow television, mobile phones, photos and videos because this is the necessity of the people. He also said that if punishments are made public, people may be allowed to take photos and videos.